Okay, I'm back working on my 2003 Ram 1500. I'm just going to be showing you briefly how to check for a bad engine here. Okay, what I've got is a compression tester. You can get these as loaner tools from AutoZone. And we took out, now you have to remove a few things on here. Your air intake, and basically you just got a band that runs around this. You take that loose. You got a 10 millimeter here, and then you got one over here, and you can pop this whole thing up. You can see I got the whole thing laying over there. It'll just pop up and off of there. And then well, there's a hose at the back, and then a connector for that air sensor, and you get that whole thing out of the way. And what I did was I was going to go through and check each and every one, but I started up here with the number one, and we were checking it out first. So said you could go through and check each and every one of these, but if you start getting a big difference in the numbers, then you know you've got a problem. Said this would be the number one. I've got the tester running down in here. The way this works, you just thread it down in there hand tight, and this is the next one in line. Now I was getting 150 psi on this second one, but this front one here is absolutely nothing, so it's dead. So we know we got a big problem. Whatever it is, whether it's in the head, valves, whatever is going on, we got a big problem. And at that point you got to make a decision. Do you want to try to rebuild, or you want to get you another engine? And it's just about as easy to get yourself another engine, because it's going to take a lot of work. Now, another thing that I was going to do was do a block test, and I'll show you that. Like I said, if you could check, you go through and check all of yours, and then check all the ones on this side, the evens, and you'll see if you've got a big difference in the amount of psi on those, the compression, then you're going to have a problem. And if you got a miss or something going on, you'll know that you got something going on with the heads or the lower part. Now you could do, you could put oil in there, but this one here is completely dead. There's no point in doing a wet test by putting oil in it or anything. There's nothing, no compression whatsoever on that number one cylinder. Another thing that we did was we pulled out the fuel relay before we cranked this over. And here's our fuel relay. And right here was a 15 amp fuse for the pump. Pull out that and pull out the relay, so you're not spraying fuel in there. So that's all that we did. You said this tester said you just go in there hand tight, and I can take it right back out. This valve here releases the pressure, and we're just going to take it back out. Like I said, there's no point in going any farther with this engine. It is not any good unless it's rebuilt. Okay, I just want to show you this block tester. Like I said, if you've checked out all your compression and it's looking pretty good and everything, you still want to do some more testing on your head gasket and stuff, you can get one of these. It's a really easy, it's not even a bad idea to start with this, but you'll just take this device, you get you some block testing fluid. It's some blue fluid. Let me see if I can get it out of here. Okay, so here's what it looks like, and you'll just pour a little bit in this device and just pour it right here in this end. Of course, you don't need this paper on here, that's just the direction. You'll pour it up to this line right here, and then this this bulb will go in the end here, and as you get it you'll just take this cap off. Of course, you want to make sure it's cool, and you'll want to also suck a little bit of fluid down or let some out, and you'll fit this on here, and it'll make a seal up on that lid. And as you're running the engine, if it does run at all, you can sit here and pump this, and it'll change the color of that fluid, and it'll usually turn green or something besides blue, and that's another way of checking it out. But anyways, the compression tester, if you go through and check all those out, and you've got a 20-30 psi difference, then you definitely got a problem. And it's there's not much you can do other than rebuilding or replacing at that point. So anyways, I just wanted to cover that. I'm going to be getting another engine in here, and I'll be doing some videos on that. I'll try to do a detailed video. I've worked on several of these, so we'll be doing that pretty soon. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this video, and as always, I invite you to subscribe, and thanks for watching.